Itzy and Nmixx. We all know these girl groups are owned by JYP, but this is not the only common thing between them. These girl groups are falling into a common trap of downfall. Twice is the second biggest girl group after Blackpink, but they are not as efficient and popular, even though Blackpink debuted after them in 2016. This shows the competition between the big fours in the K-pop industry. But this is not just one issue that can be considered for downfall here. A few years ago, when JYP launched Itzy, they were considered to be taking over Twice and Red Velvet, but the sudden switch in their music changed the scenario. Same goes with Nmixx. They debuted with an evolutionary concept of mixed pop, but they seem to be getting away from that. Since the debut of all these groups under JYP, everything has gone downfall, from managing the idols to taking risks. And in this video, we are going to talk about the fall of these JYP girl groups, 5 common reasons what led to the downfall and solutions for the problem. Twice changed the K-pop game. Year 2015 and one of the oldest JYP girl groups debuted. They have always been on the top of my list because they are the only group I can compare to Blackpink. Even after gaining such high level of popularity, you are still getting criticism for the songs where the entire group has never flunked a single song or been criticized for any of the song by the fans. But the real question arises is as to why Twice is wasting their talent. Maybe it's because they're spending more time in hiding their personal life and prioritizing quantity over quality. Whereas Blackpink focuses on quality and releases very few songs, which gives them the importance they deserve, and they aren't always available for the fans. Well, it's not just one point that justifies why Twice don't take risks and experiment with their songs and concepts. A single group may come and go for the sake of controversy, but Twice is the only group that's playing on the safe side in the industry, which can sometimes affect publicity in certain ways. It's pretty obvious the songs they are releasing right now are not selling well, and some of the songs are not even topping the charts, which we shouldn't expect from a band that can do more to please their fans in one or another way. These bands have adequate popularity, but they never reach their full potential. But why? We will be talking about that later in the video. Rise of Itzy. Itzy in their solo career is seen dead by their fans. This shows how careless they are to build their solo image in K-pop industry. This could be a problem for the group. For example, if anything happens to the relations between the group and the company, it won't take much time for the fans to forget them. And as a result, group's popularity might drastically go down. Furthermore, Itzy is becoming a waste of their audience as they are only working on the group activities and not working on themselves. It just seems like they are not using their potential at the highest, or maybe JYP is at fault. The best example of understanding the situation is looking at the other groups who are quite active in their solo careers, which is helping their fans to engage more and resulting in gaining more popularity. You might have heard Itzy reached 20 million followers on Instagram recently. And this situation clearly shows how JYP is negligent towards Itzy members by not posting a congratulatory post including Leah. In the light of this, I believe that every idol should be aware enough to know how careless their company can be and how important it is for them to establish a unique identity among the other groups and stand out. Fans also need to consider if a member is experiencing mental health issues and needs time away, how toxic the environment might be for them. And JYP with its management strategies has proved that whether it be lack of production, marketing, or use of overly repetitive music, we will be talking about that later in the video. The revolutionary change of Nmixx. Nmixx was a very unusual step for JYP because on the whim of July 2021, they decided to announce a new girl group without giving them a definite name. Yet, Nmixx was formed in February 2022. Nmixx's primary selling point was the idea of mixed pop, although opinions on the debut were divided. The group struggled to form an identity in the K-pop scene and fell short for the fans' expectations, even with the benefit of being under a Big Four company. JYP is quite skilled at eliminating members from the existing group and has a power to erase a member from the industry entirely. This was even worse when Jennie from Nmixx left the group. While the statement says she left for the personal reasons, I think JYP was at fault. After the mess JYP created in the group due to poor management practices, improper promotional tactics, they were unable to safeguard the talent. And simply as a result of that, these K-pop groups lose what little they hold. These things have constantly let down the fans worldwide. But how? After analyzing the data, here are the 5 common factors I think JYP failed these groups. Let's begin with the competition in the industry. On an average, hundreds of K-pop groups debut in a year, but only 5% of them survive. This is how hard it is to survive in the K-pop industry. But the expectations increase when a group debuts under Big 4 companies. And the fall of JYP girl groups explains it all. It never surprises me how JYP failed their potential. Next comes lack of management. Fans have notably argued and observed that JYP struggles to promote their artists efficiently. How carelessly the controversies are handled, and not only that, but how low effort the group's MV productions are. Here comes uncertain relationships. JYP as a company failed to protect their relations with the groups. For instance, Leah from Itzy and Jeongyeon from Twice went on hiatus for their mental health issues. Companies should be in friendly relationship with idols for their better mental health and work-life balance, so that everyone would be happy to be at work rather than being tired. Next is lack of innovation in music. JYP's production of similar songs for Itzy and Nmixx explains how they failed to adapt the trends in the K-pop industry. As a result, fans couldn't resonate with the songs and stopped listening to them. Last but not the least, other barriers. When Itzy debuted, we all thought that they were going to be the next Twice or Red Velvet, but the sudden switch in the music changed the dynamics for them. Whereas Twice, they just stayed Twice, and Nmixx lost the essence of mix pop, and this led to different fan perceptions. Here are some of the solutions to what can be done. Managing a company in K-pop industry can be a daunting task, and to fix the problem, it is important to identify the specific problem you are facing. For instance, if it is related to artist management, promotions, or other issues. Once we know the problem, it is all sorted. But it can be tough when it comes to K-pop group losing followers and making flop music. It is important to analyze the situation and find ways to reconnect with fans. Or maybe the groups needs to experiment with the different styles of music or collaborate with the popular artists. Engaging with fans through social media and fan events can also help regain their popularity. Today we discussed some of the major reasons that led to the downfall of Itzy, Nmixx and Twice. Be it lack of promotions, quality content, management issues, or even trends and dynamics. Although the advantage of being under JYP is still visible enough, as the groups are doing just fine, but simply wasting the potential they have. And as we look ahead to the future, it is quite uncertain for all 3 groups. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope that you liked the video. Don't forget to tell us what are your thoughts on this topic, and do like, share and comment. Till then, annyeong. No, chalo, okay, bye.